All right, Coach, congrats. First game of the American Conference season. Always a battle against Wichita State. Give me your thoughts on the win.
Well, just like you said, it's always good softball. Two really competitive teams, feisty teams, gritty teams getting after it. And I just like how we came out very aggressive, straight from the gate, straight out the gate. So first pitch on, we were ready to roll.
Sarah Willis, magnificent. Just made the one pitch to Barner, which really give her credit. That was a really good pitch. She just did a nice job. Outside of that, shut down a really dynamic offense. What was working for her?
What I believe was working for her was being able to throw both sides of the plate. She utilized up and down and her off speed. That's always deadly. Teams know that she throws it. She gave up one hit on the changeup tonight. But she still throws it, and she's not afraid to. She's aggressive with it, and she knows how to make that pitch move too. So, but just also, keeping the momentum in our hands, feeding her defense. They made some very good plays tonight behind her, and enough runs to get us going. So.
Jada Cody's played a bunch of these big games, and no surprise she set the tone there with 3 hits. Just talk about her offensively and defensively.
Yeah, well, we've been facing tough pitching here, every game, and people know Jada Cody now. So the biggest thing for her is, letting the game come to her a little bit, and she really did a great job of that tonight. I thought all of her at bats, she had great intent and stuck to her approach, and that's the biggest thing that she's been working on since last weekend. Really honing in on that for this weekend and for conference.
And Aubrey delivering her first game as an American Conference. No 2 hits, got a couple of runs batted in for a freshman there.
Yeah, big time. She's a big time player in big time moments. And I bet you she's only thinking about her last at bat when she left Jada on at second. Like, that's just who she is like, I'm going to get better. I got that ball. And so that's what's so cool about Aubrey is it's like on to the next pitch. Whether she, did something awesome or didn't get it to go our way. And so she's a competitor. I don't think you can't tell her she's a freshman. She won't believe you. So that's what's so cool about her.
Defensively, Jazz turning that double play with McKinney.
Huge.
Big in the 5th inning there. Talk about her and making the defensive plays. You've talked about protecting the queen. Your defense helped Sarah out there as well.
Yeah, that was huge. Because there's been times where we've got McKinney to ground out and in that same location, and because we have to play so quick, she's fast. We typically will make something else happen, and Jazz stayed calm. She had great timing with touching the bag and getting rid of the ball, and that's not easy to do. Though people may think of it, but that timing to do that and then make a good throw is tough, and she made it look darn easy.
Coach, tomorrow you go for the series win. What's it going to take?
And this is what I talked about in the message that I gave them is do exactly what we've trained and prepared for, not only this whole season and really dialing in this week on us for conference play, but Wichita State's a great team. They make adjustments, they don't give up, and I think we set the tone and had the momentum. And we want to continue to keep that. So we're playing 7 innings tomorrow, but the grand scheme of things, we're playing 21 innings, and we're really focusing on winning every pitch of those 21 innings.
Another lively crowd on this Friday night. It's expected to be a sellout crowd tomorrow on Saturday. I noticed after the game, you all went to the outfield, acknowledged the fans out there at the outfield. Just talk about the fans and the acknowledgement there in the outfield in particular.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, the atmosphere here with Night Nation and when they pack the house is just awesome. And to see, they cheer to them and acknowledge them after the game. And then the left field lounge is just, it's a lot of who we are, in the dugout, and, how passionate they are about the team and the game. And so they acknowledge them too. But I have to be honest, my son 4 had them do a cheer yesterday after practice, and so they've continued that cheer because they liked it, and so they wanted to go do the cheer with them, and that's what they were doing. So, yeah.
What kind of cheer was it?
I can't give up all the goods.
All right.
It had to do with Transformers.
All right, of course it is. Very good.
Optimus Prime, Yeah.
Coach, you get the win against the number 22 team in the country. when you play a ranked team, does it have an extra intensity to it?
Well, I would like to say yes, but I feel like every game we've played this year has been a ranked team.
Yeah.
And so I think now, and that was the intent of setting up the schedule the way we did. And that's what the message that I told them. With a little bit of help of, an archive friend of mine, I asked, okay, what's the RPI and the rankings and the strength of schedule across sports and, across the nation? And our team is leading the pack in that. And when I say that, we're playing the best. We want to continue to push this thing forward. We have a goal in mind for this year. My vision with the program moving forward, we're going to go into the next conference and we're going to be ready to roll. And so I said, not only are we representing our softball program, but we're representing the athletic department and the institution. And they've done a darn good job of it. With the schedule that we've had, being able to say we have a winning record still after the schedule that we had, the road games, the times of the games. I mean, you would think like I didn't like them by scheduling the way I did, but it was all about preparing them for conference and the end of season.